Ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. We made it to Friday. I've actually posted a video every day since Saturday. So a whole week of videos from me, which is quite unusual, but it's because we are, or I am, going through the decks that are the new releases for the UK. So I've just got home, I've made myself a nice cup of tea. People have been asking about the tea, so I just wanted to mention this one it's the Bird and Blend range. I love their teas. And this one is the Great British Cup. I've got 6 or 7 now. I love their buttermint, that is really beautiful. But this one is just a black loose leaf tea. Really nice if you just want, a nice cup of tea, and it's the Great British Cuppa one. And I have 2 spoons of the loose tea in that. I've been drinking mostly in the week either the Earl Grey cream, which is beautiful, or the buttermint as well, but I just fancied a proper cup of tea, so I went and got some today. Okay, so what are we looking at today? We're going to look at the Adventure Tarot, which is a road trip inspired deck for self-discovery and belonging. So we looked at this. Now, full kind of disclaimer, this type of art isn't my favorite art style. I think it's called vectored art or something like that. It's okay, but I don't feel a connection with the art. But sorry about the sirens. What I like is the concept of this deck, so it did kind of pique my interest. Is it one that I might have bought myself? Probably not. This was sent to me by Cheryl from Oneness Emporium for the purpose of the review, and in particular for the live on Saturday, showing spotlighting the UK releases, as I mentioned. So on the back here, it says the Adventure Tarot is the fun, intersectional deck we've all been waiting for. The first of its kind, this road trip inspired tarot deck from Elizabeth Sue celebrates the Asian American experience and invites women everywhere to join her on a beautiful journey of self-discovery, acceptance and belonging. Automatically gets my back up. She invites women everywhere, which I just don't understand why anybody would want to just disregard more than half of the world's population. I don't have any issue with female-centric decks, but I'm about inclusion, and this, by using that statement, just eradicates men and people who are non-binary or other. With gorgeous illustrations by artist Jenny Chang, this 78 card deck brings fresh interpretations, iconic landscapes, and a guidebook filled with best friend advice to take you on an epic adventure inside and out. If you're excited to connect to your intuition and find out who you are beneath who the world told you to be, then pull your first card and let's hit the road together. So, concept of it, I like the idea. It's a nice 2-part box, very sturdy. This is the book. Sorry, it's Friday. It's only just after 5 and sirens are already going off. This is normally what it's like at 10, 11 o'clock at night. So let's have a look. It's by Andrews McNeil Publishing. I've not heard of them. 2024, and then the content. So we get love note from the author. Before you dive in, wisdom from the cards, and we have the major, minor. We've kept one swords and pentacles. Behind the scenes, warm and fuzzies, love from the illustrator, let's keep this party going, and then about the author and about the illustrator. So here's the little love note. Hi, hello, welcome. I'm so happy you found your way to this deck, or that it's found its way to you. Yeah, so before you dive in, it tells you a little bit about the deck. We've got some tables here. So the card families, the major arcana is the element of spirit. It gives you a colour palette that's being used, the landscape, which is the great outdoors, and deals with deep questions, the collective, your soul's journey. And then we've got wands, which are, you know, the element is fire, water, air, earth. So everything's as I kind of work with the suits. Colour palettes, we've got reds and pinks, we've got blues for water, purples for air, and greens for earth. Yeah, and it again gives you the landscape. So as you would imagine, cups features bodies of water, swords has the sky and mountains, pentacles is trees and plants, deserts and canyons for our fiery ones. So I like that. That's quite a nice little helpful table. And then they have renamed the courts. I'm not a huge fan of the gendered hierarchy of traditional court cards. Cough, patriarchy, cough. Might be why men are excluded from the deck. So we choose to rename them and give them a more modern flair. Scout, backpacker, explorer, guide. And then say hello to the acrobat. The hanged man is the only card in the major arcana that we changed the name of, because to be honest, I can't deal with the idea of, well, a hanged man. So be on the lookout for an adorable and fun acrobat instead. Okay. Get ready for some fresh interpretations. Don't worry about reversals. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so then it goes into the cards. So let's have a look at the cards. I do like this nice brushed metallic gold gilding. We have this nice gold ribbon, and it's like a gold, matte gold insert, which is nice and secure, so no cards can get trapped underneath or anything like that. I'm just going to adjust the camera so we can have a close-up look at these. Okay, so just to give you a close-up look at this gold, look at that. Beautiful. It's really nice. These are the backs. Reversible, again, really nice. It almost has like a luminescence to it, but it's not. It is a print. Cardstock, I think, is pretty standard, I believe. Yeah, more or less. There's a little, it's hardly worth mentioning. It's pretty standard. Okay, so let's have a look then at these cards. It's a chunky deck, so the cardstock is really nice. It's matte. They are bordered, as you can see here, and we have our Fool. I love, you know, it said about the, was it the American Asian influence? I love the Tammany Neko here. We have the Magician. High Priestess. There's our Empress. Looks like she's out on a jog. We've got her water. Do love this Emperor card. I commented on this on Saturday. I think this is a really powerful Emperor card. Hierophant. Here's our Lovers. Chariot. Sleigh. The Strength card. Again, I love the Hermit. I love that. You really get a sense of solitude there. And again, you know, we're used to seeing the Hermit with holding a lantern. You can see the light coming from within this tent. But I think it's a beautiful, beautiful image. The Wheel of Fortune. Now I thought this was like a casino chip, but it's a compass. Yeah, I was thinking of like a roulette wheel or something like that. Look at this, the Justice card, straddling these two boats that are moving further and further apart. Here's the Acrobat, which is in place of the Hanged Man. Death. We have Temperance. I like the balance between the mountains and the water. The Devil is a snake. Tower. Star is gorgeous. Probably picking up, I really like the images where there's this sense of isolation or seclusion with the Emperor card, the Hermit card and the Star card. I just think it's so beautiful. The Moon. Dancing in front of the moon. The Sun. We have Judgment. We've got this reflection here in the water below. And the World. Okay, so then if you remember from the book, we've got our colour. So for each of the suits here. So we're starting with our wands. We've got the Ace of Wands. I couldn't make out, it's almost like just the position of this person. When I first saw it, it's almost like somebody sitting in a seat and as if they're going up like a stair lift or something, but that's obviously a backpack. But I don't know if they're falling backwards and holding on to this. It's quite a strange position. Three of Wands. Nine. So as I read out earlier, the courts have been changed to Scout, Backpacker, Explorer, and Guide. This is cute. So, and it may be to, you know, just so that we can just have female representation for all of the courts. Yeah, even our Two of Cups is two females. Put two together there, didn't I? Oh yeah, a little bit stuck together, which happens sometimes with this gilding. The Five is very traditional. Seven. And some of the images are very Rider-Waite-Smith, like the Five we just saw there, whereas others is a real departure from that. And I guess, you know, reading the book will give us more insights. Ace of Swords. Really sticking together now. Yeah, I went through this a the problem is it's leaving like a sharp edge. It's really sharp actually. Yeah, I need to It might be because on Saturday as well I was just showing certain cards from the deck. I do like that. On top of the camper van. That reminds me of being in Utah, sleeping on a trampoline in the garden. And then our final suit is our Pentacles. And this is very earthy, lovely green colour. Okay, so that's the Adventure Tarot. Honest opinion, it's not a deck I would buy myself. The artwork, some of the cards are really nice, but as I said, it's not my particular favourite style of art. And, you know, I think tarot should have balance, and to remove men completely doesn't give that balance. I do get that, you know, patriarchy in history sucked. However, you know, I think the world would be a better place now if we, you know, address that by having balance, by having inclusion, not just kind of removing another group. And, you know, it's fine if there's a need for females to have a female-centric deck. I get it. But the question I'm answering is, would I buy this? And it doesn't speak to me, and it's not intended to speak to me by, you know, even what's written on the book. It's inviting women everywhere. So it's not inviting men. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. It's always good to have a discussion on these things. This is the Adventure Tarot. And yeah, I'll be interested in hearing your comments below. But until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.